Welcome to Fulton Today, everybody. I'm Shania Chavis Rucker. Before summer officially begins, Fulton police say hear their official warning about leaving kids and pets in hot cars. Don't do it. Now, according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Association, heat stroke in vehicles is the leading cause of all non-crash related fatalities involving children 14 and younger. Now, Fulton County Police Officer Keenan O'Neill joins us now with his department's cautionary advice. Sir, welcome to Fulton Today.
Hi, Shania. Thanks for having me.
All right, first things first, let's talk about the dangers of leaving a child or a pet in a hot car, even for the briefest of moments.
That is absolutely right. We do not want to leave our child or pets in a hot car in the briefest of moments. It is possible for your pet to die within 15 minutes of being in a hot car. And also, a child's body temperature rises 5 times faster than an adult's. So those are the main reasons why you do not want to make that mistake.
Now, in most cases, parents say that they simply forgot their child in the back seat. What do you suggest?
I suggest a number of things. One being that you can always keep something important in your back seat, whether it be your purse, your wallet, or a briefcase. Also, you can always talk to your child, and that would make a conscious reminder in your head that someone important is in your back seat. And lastly, if there's a car seat in your back seat, you should always check it, no matter what.
And sir, can parents in fact face charges for leaving a child in the car even if the child was not injured?
Absolutely, it is very possible. There are laws being put in place for reckless child endangerment. And also the parent could also face other possible charges.
And finally, what should citizens do if they see a child left in a car?
I would instruct the citizen to immediately call 911. Assess the situation, whatever venue the car is parked at, see if you can go inside and make an announcement over the PA system to locate the owner of the vehicle. If you're unsuccessful in doing that, you should go back out and assess the situation and do what's reasonable to extract the child from the vehicle.
Outstanding advice, Officer Keenan O'Neill. Thank you again for joining us.
Thanks again for having me.
People handling business in the Fulton County Clerk of Magistrate Court, listen up. The office is temporarily closed due to a massive renovation project that's expected to last until December. Now, during that time, magistrate court civil cases, like the ones you see right there, will be temporarily housed in the Government Center building in Suite 2085. Magistrate court criminal cases will be temporarily housed in the Fulton County Courthouse in Suite C103.
With these renovations and the relocation, we understand that there will be some inconveniences associated. However, we do believe that on the other side of this renovation will be a major opportunity for the clerk's office to begin delivering even better, more efficient, more effective customer service to our court users.
In addition to directional signage posted throughout the Magistrate Court Clerk's office, customers are encouraged to utilize Magistrate Court's customer service line at 404-613-5360 for assistance during normal business hours. Now, as we've been sharing with you here on Fulton Today, the deadline to appeal your assessment notice is fast approaching. That deadline is Friday, July 6th. There are 4 reasons property owners can appeal their notice. The resident believes the value is too high or lacks uniformity with neighbors. They believe the property is not taxable, or they've been denied a homestead exemption. Appeals can be made on the tax assessor's new and improved website at fultonassessor.org. Now, for those technologically challenged, they can visit one of 5 tax assessor office locations listed right here, or they can send the appeal via mail to one of these addresses as well. Now, keep in mind, city exemptions and the 2018 millage rate is not reflected in the assessment notice. Fulton's election officials receive high praise from the state office responsible for all elections. The praise comes as a result of the much improved timeliness of final election results last month. Rick Barron is the director of the county's Registration and Elections Department. Thank you again for joining us here on Fulton Today, Rick.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Well, the Secretary of State's office sent you a congratulatory letter. What went right on May 22nd?
Yes, we received a really nice letter from Chris Harvey, the State Elections Director for the Secretary of State's office. He congratulated us on the swiftness in which we got results in on election night. We did an accumulation process. We came up with this idea before the election, and in concert with the county manager's office, we were able to recruit a lot of county workers. In addition, we used poll workers. We accumulated results onto one media card in each precinct on election night, so that we only had to upload in most precincts one card versus multiple cards. And that turned out to be pretty successful. It was successful in 67% of the precincts. And when we're looking to July, we're going to try to get that closer to 100%, so that by the time we get to November, we will have 100% success. And that should get those results in even earlier as the year goes on.
And overall, how did the entire process go, including the early voting and outreach efforts?
We're getting pretty used to having successful elections here. The staff seems to be a well-oiled machine. And from early voting, from the beginning all the way through to the end, we had really good results. We put out surveys in all of the early voting sites. We got really good marks with that survey. In addition, the voter outreach team went out to a number of different places and participated in voter registration drives, in voter education events. That went well. And then with all of the county departments that help us during the election season, that all went well. I was really pleased with how everything went.
And bottom line, Rick, let me get your final thoughts.
Well, I have several final thoughts. One is that we are going to be using the South Fulton Service Center July 24th as an early voting location. It was unavailable for the May election, so it will be back in place as a normal early voting site for the July 24th election and the rest of the year. So that's really good news. In addition, voter registration is open again, and through June 25th, you can register to vote for the upcoming election. One final thing is, please know before you go, check your election day polling site. None of them should change ahead of this election unless we have some sort of an emergency, so it should be the same as the May election. If you voted Republican, you have to vote. If you voted Republican in the May election, you have to vote Republican in the July election. If you voted Democrat, you have to vote Democrat. If you did nonpartisan, it's the same thing. If you didn't vote, you still can vote in the runoff, and then you would get to choose a party. And I guess the final thing is also to check the early voting schedule for all of the early voting sites. We had 21 early voting sites in May. We're going to cut that down to 12 because the ballot has been significantly reduced from May to July.
Good information to know. Rick Barron, Director of the county's Registration and Elections Department, thank you again, sir, for your time.
I appreciated the invitation. Thanks.
It's been our pleasure. Now, to learn more about next month's runoff election and other 2018 key election dates, just simply log on to fultonelections.com. Well, your input is being requested about the county's housing program. The Department of Housing and Community Development is inviting residents to weigh in on its draft action plan amendments. Now, by law, when dealing with federal programs like the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, public input is required when amendments are proposed. Now, the hearings take place June 21st and 22nd from 11 a.m. to noon at 137 Peachtree Street, Suite 300, which is the first floor conference room. Citizens have until July 3rd to make their comments. For those who cannot attend the public hearings, written comments can be submitted by that same date to the address we just showed you. Now, comments will be provided to the Board of Commissioners, who will consider the adoption of the action plan amendments at its scheduled meeting on July 11th. And still to come on Fulton Today, young writers take advantage of the opportunity to stimulate their imaginations and challenge their potential. We'll have that story in our district by district coverage next. Young people prepare to win big by taking part in a writer's workshop, and residents will soon have a chance to go one-on-one with their district commissioner. Here's this week's district by district coverage. In District 5, the 2018 Right to Rise Young Writers Workshop and Competition is underway. Sponsored by Commissioner Marvin Arrington Jr. at the Wolf Creek Library, the 5-week initiative is for Fulton County middle and high school aspiring writers.
It's important to write because the more you write, the better you are able to express yourself. And the better you're able to express yourself, the further you'll be able to go in life.
The kids are getting advice and instruction from authors, writers, and industry professionals.
I like being able to express myself through writing and getting it out to other people. And once I saw that this class could help me with that, I got it.
Like WSB Channel 2 reporter Tom Jones.
Writing can take you far. There are a lot of writing positions. I told them about writing positions at my station, and not just monetarily, if you ain't got no money, if you're broke, you can write, and you can travel that way. You can see the globe by writing and your experiences and what you write about.
The students will put what they are learning to test as they will compete for the chance at scholarships at the conclusion of this year's event. District 6 residents save the date. Commissioner Emma I. Darnell is hosting a public hearing on Fulton County services on June 21st at 6:30 p.m. at the Southwest Arts Center. The commissioner invites the public to attend. Meanwhile, Commissioner Darnell congratulates seniors from all over the metro area for their successful line dance jamboree. The 5th annual event was held at the Harriet G. Darnell Senior Multipurpose Facility.
They are from all over, from the various senior centers. We've got Bowden represented, we've got Lou Walker, we got a group from Smyrna, the Galleria Divas. They're just from all over the city, seniors out having a great time.
The seniors say they have been practicing for weeks to get ready for the jamboree. They say they enjoy the activity for a host of reasons, but mostly
the exercise primarily, the camaraderie, place to go, and it's better than just lifting weights. You're using all the parts of your body.
Seniors say they enjoy picking up steps from dancers in other groups. Fulton's Senior Services team coordinated the line dance jamboree. Now, to get involved in all the other senior programs, just call the Star Line. Now, here's a quick recap of the June regular Board of Commissioners meeting. Now, you can catch more of your commissioners at work all this week with the rebroadcast of the Board of Commissioners meeting right here on FGTV. And still to come, Fulton gets ready for National HIV Testing Day. We'll tell you how. Stay with us, everybody. National HIV Testing Day is fast approaching, and it is a big deal in Fulton County. That's because the county has the dubious distinction of having one of the highest rates of HIV in the country. Derek Wilson with the Fulton's Board of Health joins us with more on what the county is doing now ahead of the June 27th day. Welcome to Fulton Today, sir.
It's a pleasure to be here.
So tell everybody about National HIV Testing Day.
National HIV Testing Day is an opportunity just as a reminder for the nation, really, that everyone should get an HIV test, everyone should know their status, and if you know your status, then there's some options for you to do, whether you're positive or you're negative. So that's what National HIV Testing Day is really all about.
And what events will Fulton's Board of Health host in conjunction with this day?
On June 23rd, we have what we're calling our mall crawl, and we have 2 large mobile HIV testing units, and we'll be taking them out to malls throughout Fulton County, and we'll be making sure with our entire staff that we go out to the malls, we engage with people. We're going to be giving out t-shirts and hats and playing games and having lots of fun with all those that are there, and we'll be making sure, with the van being there, that anybody who wants to be tested can be tested right there on site. If you're positive, you can get linked into care right there on site. If you're negative and you want to be linked into PrEP, we can get you linked into PrEP right then and there. So it's going to be a really great event. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then on top of that, on June 27th, which is National HIV Testing Day itself, a couple of things are going to be happening. Number one, we're going to have in the morning, we'll be at the 5 Points MARTA station and the Hamilton Homes MARTA station. And at the MARTA stations, we're going to make sure that, once again, that our vans will be there. We'll have balloons, we'll have music, we'll have a fun kind of festival atmosphere. But more importantly, we'll be doing HIV testing right there on the spot.
And I understand on the evening of National HIV Testing Day from 5 to 8 at Woodruff Park, there will also be a family fun event where the mobile unit will again offer testing.
It promises to be a really great night, and I'm really excited about all the events that we're doing in connection to National HIV Testing Day. It should be a lot of fun, but mostly also be a really great time of education and information for the community about where they can go to get tested for HIV.
Derek Wilson, Health Program Administrator for Fulton's Board of Health. We can see why you're so excited. Thank you so much for your time.
As always, it is a pleasure. It really is a pleasure talking with you. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Again, National HIV Testing Day is June 27th, but you don't have to wait until then to learn your status. Please visit the Board of Health's new website for information on Fulton's health centers and HIV services.
Great to meet you.
Meanwhile, Fulton's health team, in conjunction with some of their community partners, take part in National Senior Health and Fitness Day with a resource fair. From the workouts outside of the Oak Hill Center to the many presentations inside the facility, seniors were armed with information they need to stay healthy and fit.
This resource fair provides information for them to be able to care for themselves as well as children and their grandchildren. So this event is necessary to put all of those things in under one umbrella so that they'll have that information to carry with them when they leave.
Over 100,000 older adults participated in activities at more than 1,000 locations throughout the U.S. as a part of the special 25th anniversary of the National Senior Health and Fitness Day.
It was very informative. You know, they gave information about your health, and they even had the phones for the people that couldn't hear, and then we even had the Zumba exercise, and just some very informative information.
Seniors even strutted their stuff in a fashion show at Oak Hill. National Senior Health and Fitness Day is the nation's largest annual health and wellness event for older adults. Fulton County employees roll up their sleeves to save lives. The American Red Cross set up shop in the Government Center atrium for the major blood collection site. Summer is often a critical time for blood donations as many people are on vacation where the need is great and the supply is low.
The particular blood type that we like to get the most is O positive and negatives, and those will be procedures called double red cell donations, and it's when we take the double red cell and we put the platelet and plasma back inside of them, and that is because the O is the universal blood type.
Employees say they give because they never know when they will need someone to give for them or their family member.
I've been giving blood for years and just feel compelled to do it. It's easy enough to do. It meets a critical need. And of course, I don't know when I may need blood.
Fulton hosts blood drives quarterly at a number of its government centers. You don't have to wait until next quarter to give, however, you can give anytime. Visit redcross.org to get locations and times. Up next on Fulton Today, the best book club in the world. Libraries help children kick off summer vacation by opening a book. Stay with us. One of the annual Rites of Summer is underway. Summer Art Camp participants and their parents met this year's camp instructors at the Aviation Community Cultural Center. Everyone in attendance at the orientation also got details about the day-to-day camp schedule and operation for this year.
This is actually our second summer at the Aviation Arts Center. We actually take classes all year long, sewing class, STEAM, art and design. So we enjoyed it last year, so we're back again this year.
The curriculum for the 4-week-long summer arts camp includes dance, music, theater, and visual arts. And each week-long session culminates with a special presentation in the Performance Theater by all campers for their families and friends.
We are thankful that our parents, the parents and the families trust us to have their kids for the week and in our care, and to teach them and provide them with a cultural enrichment for the summer that we hope will have a lasting impression on their lives.
Summer Arts Camp takes place at each of Fulton County's arts centers. You can log on to fultonarts.org to learn more. And finally, one of the library staff's favorite times of the year officially begins.
Oh, yeah! Well, hi, everybody.
The ever-popular summer reading program kicks off at multiple branches, including the Northeast Spruce Oaks branch. This kickoff celebration includes treating families to a petting zoo, various crafts, amazing stories, and fun sing-alongs. The theme for the 2018 summer reading program is Libraries Rock. All summer long, children and their parents can take advantage of similar events like this one at the Northeast Spruce Oaks branch. You can also sign up to track your reading, discover great books, and earn badges and prizes, as well as earn entries for a grand prize drawing.
We have a lot of music programs for the theme, Libraries Rock. Here we have, in July, we'll have a program called Shake, Rattle, and Roll for the little ones, where they'll all get to play their own instruments. We have some art programs. We have one called Wearable Technology, where the kids will get to make their own wearable accessories to take home with them. We have some magic shows and puppet shows, just a wide variety for all ages.
To learn more about that and other summer reading program events, you can log on to afpls.org. And before we go, our reminder that FGTV wants to connect with you online. Be sure to follow FGTV on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for up-to-date Fulton County news. And you can watch a replay of this show or any other FGTV program anytime on our YouTube channel. Well, that does it for this edition of Fulton Today. I'm Shania Chavis-Rucker. Thank you so much for watching. Join us each week for news around and about Fulton County.